Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. You guys, let me get comfortable. So tonight, or I should say last night, was the season finale for Married at First Sight season 10 in Washington DC, and I'm not gonna say that I wasn't happy or surprised by any of the results, but you know, we're gonna get into all of that. I'm excited about next week when they have like the reunion show. We're gonna see what happens with that too. But before I get started, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so you know when I post, and you know, like and comment. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay. I cannot say that I am surprised by any of the results or any of the like couples that stayed together and broke up. I'm really not surprised by any of what happened. So we'll go ahead and just start off real quick with Austin and Jessica. Austin finally said I love you to Jessica. I mean, we've said this before, actions speak louder than words, and he has been showing his love for her, you know, basically since day one. And so, you know, I know she was glad that he said it, and he was happy to finally admit it that he loves her, which is good. I mean, they're a nice couple. We'll obviously probably see them next season or next year or whatever for the little couples couch thing because they're one of the few that made it. We'll see about them. Gosh. Taylor and Brandon. We just gonna start off with this. So, why is it that I don't understand with Taylor and her wigs? Like, what is really going on, girl? Like, her nails and her wigs, like, they're just not, it's not flowing for me right now. And I don't know, for someone who claims to be just so with everything, like, I'm surprised. Like, this is your moment to be on TV. Like, you know, stuff's supposed to be looking good, blended, laid, whatever. But it just seems like, I don't know where she gonna get her hair did, but it's like that wig is ready to go. It's ready to go to, like, it's by and by. It's ready to just go. But she's ready. She just wants to keep holding on to it. So that's just her. So Brandon, he showed up for one late, which I'm not surprised that he showed up late. And with those sweaty pits, I'm like, no, not cute. What made it so bad was the fact that this dude gonna sit up there and basically try to say the 2 times that he couldn't get to work on time, the reason he had an issue with production. And I know that there's deeper issues going on with that. I don't know how it is to be on television, but from people that have been on TV and gone on either like YouTube or different interviews and said like how production can kind of, you know, twist things to make drama and make better TV. I do believe something like that probably, you know, was going on in the background with Taylor and Brandon. Because, you know, it just seemed like even Taylor, she's manipulative. Like, I'm not even going to sit up there and be like, oh, I feel so bad for her, boo, boo, boo. No, because I don't. She's had a lot of questionable behaviors this whole season. And so I really don't feel bad for either one of them when it comes to how their marriage ended up. Brandon was so disrespectful. He's gonna jump up in the middle of everybody talking saying he gotta go to the bathroom. It's just like, when you walked in late, why didn't you immediately go to the restroom before you came and sat down? You was already late. You might as well go to the bathroom. And so Pastor Cal was over him. He really was. And I'm gonna talk about this whole panel of doctors at the end of this, because, or maybe I'll just save it for the reunion show. I don't know, but we'll get it. We're going to talk about them too. You know, Taylor said that she does not want to stay married. Brandon, I couldn't really tell by his reaction if he was expecting her to like say, let's give it a try, since they have been seeing each other outside of production. Like, maybe she was like, he was thinking that she was going to want to, you know, stick with it. But she was like, yeah, I just don't think that we should be together. And just the way her tone and her voice was that whole, it was just irritating. Everything was irritating. The context was irritating. The wig, everything was just irritating to me. Okay? The whole thing. And so thankfully they're not together. But I don't know, for some reason, since they were being a little sneaky on the TV show was seeing each other, maybe they started dating again. I don't know. I doubt it, because Brandon did seem kind of hurt. But who knows? The next couple, Michael and Mika. Well, for them, Mika looked really cute in my opinion. She did her hair, she had a little makeup did up, cute little dress. I thought she looked very cute. And Michael, he basically tried to say that his coping mechanism for when he's uncomfortable or doesn't feel in control of his situation is to lie. And clearly he didn't feel comfortable the entire time, because all he did was lie. And that's pretty much what she said. She was like, I don't trust him. I don't know who my husband is. This person is not the person that I would want to be married to. I don't know who you are. You've lied the entire time. And so when she said, I don't want to be married, he was like, I don't really believe in divorce, but it's you gotta do what you gotta do now. It may not be what you wanted, but it's kind of what you set yourself up for when you started lying and getting really defensive when you were being called out on your blatant lies. So good luck to the both of them. Hopefully Michael, he'll take what happened with Mika and use it going forward in his next relationships, just to be flat out honest. Look, I ain't working right now. I do not have a job. So it is what it is. Take it or leave it. Hopefully they both have learned valuable lessons from this whole experience and they can move on. Derek, and I gave Katie the name Old Mean Ass. Okay? That is Katie's name. If I see her on the street, that's Old Mean Ass. Okay? Because she was very rude, mean, and disrespectful to Derek. Okay? Just point blank. She was. Alright? From the jump, which is why I have a problem with the producers, the doctors. She on the wedding day said that her old guy hit her up and that she still has feelings for him and still wants to be with him. She was considering not even getting married because her ex was trying to get back with her. So I'm like, if someone is in the beginning of this experiment saying, I'm still feeling my old person, I still kind of want to be with them, I'm basically doing this as a revenge because they weren't trying to step up to the plate and put a ring on it, you're canceled off the show. You don't need to be on here because you're playing people's feelings. In the beginning of the conversation on decision day, she said that her heart wasn't in it. I just see this as a friendship. I don't know about this, that, and the third. And it's okay, and what killed me was because I do agree, having a friendship first with somebody, I think that is a very good foundation to build off on when going towards a relationship, a committed relationship. I think that being friends first is a very important thing, because being able to like the person regardless of what y'all go through, I think helps the relationship to stay strong. And what killed me though was that, yeah, Katie did say that, and that is a fact. Being she's I don't see this as a friendship right now. That's an important, good thing. But what upset me was the fact that she said her heart wasn't in it and that she had been feeling her ex. She straight up and down said it in front of Derek and Pastor Cal when he came to the house and said, yeah, I still have feelings for my ex. And Derek, he's well, I just, he's I feel bad. I feel like I'm in a competition with somebody for my own wife. And it's and it shouldn't be like that. It's why would y'all have people still being on a show saying that they do not, they're not fully in it. They are still trying to be involved or still have feelings for somebody else. It's why are you wasting time? Why are you wasting everybody's time if you still want to be with that person? And so what killed me the most was when Dr. Viviana was just well, Katie, that's the basis for having a good relationship is being friends. Being friends first is very important. And it's lady, yeah, for people who ain't still feeling their ex-boyfriend. Yeah. Okay, this girl has gone on here, been very rude to him, disrespectful, And y'all been allowing her to do this the whole time. She's called him names, and that guy, he's way too nice for her. Okay, he is a big softie, and he wants to make this work. But it's just like, that's not the girl for you. Okay, you're not the guy for her. So that's the only thing I was like really, I was so pissed off about that. Along with his outfit choice, it's like Derek, he needs a new wardrobe. Like, and like he just needs an entire makeover, like head to toe, inside of the closet, whole space around him. Like, he needs an upgrade. Like, he needs to come into 2020. And yeah, I mean, because he had about 4 different colors on that suit: the tie, the vest, the actual shirt, the jacket, and the pants. I was like, where are we going? Where are we going? Because we ain't like, this not how you, nope, So he needs a whole new change with that. But the most important thing that he has secured is he's a very nice guy. The only thing that he does need is a little bit of grit. He needs a little bit of edge to him, because you should not be letting anybody talk to you like that or walk all over you like that. Not saying that you need to be disrespectful, but you need to put your foot down and say that you're not going to take disrespect. And she been doing that since day one. Okay. And unfortunately, he said he wants to stay married, and she's like, I want to stay married too. It's like, I cannot stand her, okay? And that old, like, I don't want to be talking about people, but I'm like, when you make yourself, like, when you're rude and mean to somebody, you open yourself up for people to talk about you. Like, when you show an ugly side of yourself, like, you open the door for people to start attacking you, what you look like physically and the things that you say. And I'm sorry, like, she was cute in the beginning. Now she a little busted baby now. Like, she's, no. And I really hope that Derek gets a clue. He needs to get somebody in his ear to be like, hey man, this is, back up away from that, because she ain't what you call the one. Okay, not by a long shot. Okay, Lord, Zach and Mindy, I'm very happy that they broke up or whatever. Zach is such a arrogant person and narcissist that, like, he couldn't even, like, for this moment, just be authentic. Like, the closest thing to being real that he said was when he was like, knowing what I have to offer to women and people in general, like, basically saying that he know he the stuff. Like, he's like, look, all the bitches want me. That's how he was acting, and basically saying, like, I know what I can bring to a relationship if I'm feeling the person like that, if I think they're attractive enough, if blah 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 blah. And basically Mindy wasn't it for him. He talked in circles like he always does. And, you know, breaking up, you know, Mindy said, you know, I have gotten secure with myself. Like, I'm finding out who I really am, what I want, what I will and won't tolerate in my next relationship, and I'm a better person for it. And I was like, yes, Mindy, yes, girl, read him telling, we ain't got time for you. We learn from you. Boom, you're not even cute. Boom, and that's it. So I was very happy hearing that. So at the end of the episode, all of the couples, they went out to dinner, and the only person that, so Austin and Jessica were there first, then Katie and Derek came, and then Mika and Taylor came together. Michael and Zach showed up together as well, and so they all greeted each other. Obviously, Michael didn't say nothing to Mika. They didn't even sit remotely anywhere near to each other, but Zach and Mindy did. Like, they sat right next to each other, and that was all strategic for Zach, because he knows that the camera is going to be on Mindy, and he is going to be where the cameras are, okay? Like, point blank. He is not about to pull a Brandon and be like, oh, production, screw this, screw that. No, he's like, hell no, because not only will I be getting a check for how many times I am on camera, whether if I'm saying anything or not, but I'm not going to miss an opportunity to be, like, showing all my best features, okay? He ain't stupid. He knows what he's doing. And so, you know, they were all sitting around in a circle, going around talking about marriages and what they plan on doing and just how people are adjusting in their life. We did not see Brandon, but somebody pointed out that on the other side of Derek, you could kind of see like a light-skinned arm, and like they didn't show his face or anything like that, but you could see when they were going to toast you, like you could see like an extra hand there, and they're like, okay, that was probably Brandon. Like, so he probably showed up to that little dinner, but he wasn't mic'd, he wasn't filmed. That was the end of that. That was the end of the episode, and I can't say that I'm surprised about any of the decisions. I was just really hoping that Derek and Katie would not get married. Like, I was just hoping that those two would just, Derek would get some sense, or Katie would be like, yeah, you know, you was not my man, I want my old dude back, and that would have been the end of them. But that didn't happen. So next week is when they have the reunion show, and from that we don't see Brandon, and there was some talk that, you know, one of the couples became a little bit more than just friends behind the scenes. And I was like, who could that be? So my mom and I, we watched the show, and so at first we thought that it was Mika and Brandon. And the reason why we thought that was because if y'all remember when Taylor had posted that, you know, little video, the little rant that she did on IG, she went to go meet up with Mika, and Mika was like, that wasn't cute, that wasn't cool, why would you do that, you know, blah blah, you need to apologize. And you know, she's always, Mika to me, like when it's time for them to like be doing like the sit down interviews, or they're doing like something like a reunion show, or like some, she always be looking snatched, okay? Like she get her hair done the right way, she be looking cute, okay? And so I'm like, maybe my mom's like, maybe it was Mika and Brandon, because, you know, Mika, she did feel some kind of way about how Taylor was treating him and blah blah blah. And so I was like, yeah, that's probably true. But then I went back and thought about how close, well, not even close, but like how cool Taylor and Derek were. But Derek really wanted that marriage, and from what he said when they were at the little clip that they showed, he said that, you know, Katie admitted that she had an affair. And it's like, well, duh, we all knew that she was going to go cheat with her old guy. I mean, you can't be that clueless to think that she wouldn't. So I wasn't too surprised by that. But at the same time, maybe because of that, he reached out to Taylor. And, you know, they could have had like a little connection or something, because those two seem more like compatible anyways. Like, she was kind of, you know, kind of like, you know, whatever. And he's just so do as well. And so I'm like, maybe they, you know, had a little friendship that he could, you know, confide in her about stuff. And I wouldn't be mad at that, because those two seem better fit for each other than she did with Brandon and what he does with Katie. And the whole time Katie's sitting there, she does this thing with her neck, like where she like does that. It's like, girl, you do not need to make your face like that, like whatsoever. You better take some notes from Zach and know what angles to hit and how to hold yourself when you're in front of the camera, okay? Because so I'm excited to see what that is. And I hope, and I didn't even go back to like re-watch it to see if what I thought I heard was the case, but I could have sworn when Zach came out in them little dorky glasses, I don't know what look he's trying to pull this time, what role he's trying to audition for to get himself in the mood for, I don't know. But I could have sworn I heard them say that they're dating. They're dating? What the? Why? What y'all dating for? Like, that man, this, okay, Zach is very smart. He knows that this show has the potential to go on further than what it was. You have couples coming back for like the couples couch. You know, those couples from previous seasons that have made it through marriage. You know, they have their own separate show the next day where they kind of do their commentating while they're watching as well. That's another check. Okay, that's another opportunity to be in front of the camera. You had Jeff D and his wife. They actually were on Super Nanny, you know, with their kids. So it was like, you have a way to kind of not make a career, but kind of keep your little 15 minutes of fame going a little bit. He knows what he's doing. And I really hope that Mindy gets a backbone, gets some confidence about herself to be like, no, you embarrassed me on TV. you really hurt my feelings. Like, you made me look completely dumb, and I need to recover from this, and I need to get myself together, and you are not about to be part of that. Plain and simple. I don't know why it's so hard. You know, that's what they said on that. And so we're just gonna have to see what happens for this reunion show. Based off of, and I'll just say really quick, what has gone on this last season, it's really hard for me to go into this next season that they have into New Orleans and be dedicated to watching it as much, because it seems so fabricated to me. It doesn't seem genuine. And I think with them having 5 couples now, when it's traditionally been like 4, is a way for them to improve their odds and their, you know, how many couples that they traditionally, that they, you know, have be successful. Because it's just, it doesn't seem right. There were so many opportunities during this show for the experts to step in and be like, you know what, no, this is wrong. We need to speak to producer. We need to speak to somebody, because, yeah, this may make for good TV, but you don't want people being, you know, bitter, hateful, and spiteful when it comes to playing with their heart. Because people, you cannot do that. If y'all wanted a bunch of actors and actresses, like, you could have definitely done a show like that, but it's like, no, you have people out here really trying to find something. And so it just doesn't seem to me like the people behind the show is taking it as seriously anymore. They're trying to just be really, you know, controversial and steamy for TV, for ratings. And I think at this point, myself, I don't know about anybody else, just speak for myself, I like genuineness. I like honesty. I appreciate things that are real. And it just is coming across so fake to me. And not necessarily the couples, but the so-called experts. Like, y'all have plenty of time and opportunity to call people on their stuff so that it can still be good TV. And I think it would be even better if you actually let these doctors and stuff say what they really know is the right thing. Call people out. Say, hey, no, this isn't cool. You're not going to be on this show if you don't follow the rules. Or you're not going to be on this show if you feel as though you can't be filmed on the show when you signed up for being filmed on the show. If you feel all that, I'm sorry, we can't have you on the show. Unfortunately, we can't match you with anybody because you can't follow the rules. So we're done. We apologize. They don't want to do that. And so it's really hard for me going to this next season being like, okay, is this going to be the same thing like it was in DC? Like, come on. So we'll see what happens next week, you guys. Like, I hope everyone is staying safe and quarantined and, you know, trying to keep yourself healthy. I know it's so easy to just, like, eat and drink and sleep and not really get out and move. But try your best to get up, talk to your loved ones, call them on the phone if you can't see them. But just keep your mental and your physical health intact, because this will be over soon. This too shall pass. So in the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful day or week or wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you next time. Bye.